Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gina Bianca podcast. We're doing a live recording here with my tattoo artist, Mike Surprise. He is absolutely amazing and awesome. And I've been wanting to have him on my podcast since I started it because he, to me, definitely fits in with, elevated artists as people who truly take their career seriously. And I'm so happy to do business with him. Every time I go get my tattoo, I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm supporting the most amazing artist ever. And I'm so happy he wanted to be on the podcast and share a little bit about his business and, how he does things. So I would love to welcome everybody, Mike Surprise. Welcome to the Gina Bianca podcast.
Thank you, Gina, for having me.
My pleasure. So I would love to have you introduce yourself to our viewers, our listeners, and just share where you're from, what you do, your specialties, and go for it.
Yeah, my name's Mike Surprise. I'm 26. I'm a tattoo artist from Waterbury, Connecticut. I specialize in black and gray tattooing, realistic portraits mostly. Yeah.
It's look at my sleeves. That is what Mike specializes in. Portraits and black and gray. I love it.
Yeah, you always get exactly what I'm looking to do. So,
well, when I first found you, I was wanting you to redo all of my tattoos, and you were just no.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But
now, do people often want you to do that?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people get tattoos that they're not too happy with. So they do come and ask me for that a lot. I'm not really into that. I can't really do the best work I can do if I'm reworking other work. So, I try to only take original pieces, with fresh skin. So yeah, I don't really take those pieces anymore.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I remember when I first came to you and had my consultation, and the reason I bring this up is because hairstylists have to deal with this all the time, and my audience is primarily hairstylists, salon owners, small business owners. And we go through this all the time where people have us wanting to correct something, and it's they have no idea how much easier it would be if it was just we could start from scratch. And you said it to me in the beginning. You were just one day when you look at your tattoos, you're only going to see the good ones. And I believed you.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you saying that, and I believed you. I was just I trust you. And from that point on, I mean, I really just give you an idea and you run with it. I feel we have such an awesome artist-client relationship, and I think that that's great to share.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's easier just to work around the bad tattoos rather than fixing them, because sometimes fixing them just causes a bigger mess. And sometimes it's just better just to, keep working on new skin and maybe eventually you don't really see the bad tattoo as much.
Yeah, when I was younger, I got so many bad tattoos. I was using a fake ID to get tattoos at 15. And the fake ID I was using did not look anything like me. I don't know how I got these tattoos.
Yeah, they probably don't care too much, but
they did not care at all. Especially all my tattoos were in places that had to be hidden, so I'm sure they didn't mind doing them.
Yeah.
They don't care how old you are.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's important definitely to do your research before getting tattooed, because every tattoo artist is a different skill level, and they do different styles of tattooing as well. So you definitely want to look into who you're getting tattooed by before you do get tattooed by them. But that's something a lot of people don't know. When I first got tattooed when I was 16, and I just went to whoever would take me in that day. So I didn't know there was even different skill levels of tattoo artists. So a lot of people's first tattoos are pretty bad for that reason. It takes getting a couple bad ones before you know what a good tattoo is.
Yeah, and it's sometimes if they're not available right away, it's worth the wait. I mean, I think I waited maybe 4 or 5 months before I saw you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's these days there's a lot of good tattoo artists, and a lot of them have like a 6-month waiting list or whatever. And that's great for us. It kind of sucks for the clients that they have to wait that long, but it's definitely worth it. And there's a big difference between getting in a week or getting in 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, every time I get a tattoo done by you, the value and just like the quality of it is so different, and it definitely is worth the wait. What do you think what do you think like that you do? Like, I know your skill is incredible. Like, your skill is amazing, but like, why else do you think you have such a big wait list? Is it like kind of how you book, or like you're always booked? Like, how do you do that? Like, so many people would love to have, it's not even a problem, but that situation where you have a wait list, like people want to get in. Is there any tips you can give, like, besides your amazing skill? I mean, I think that your skill speaks for itself. You keep a great page on social media. What's your handle?
Just at Mike Surprise.
Yeah, perfect. Like his work is amazing, but what advice can you give?
Thank you. I don't know, honestly. In terms of social media, I didn't put that much work into social media, honestly. But what I can say is, like, I'm absolutely obsessed with tattooing, and I've been tattooing for 6 years, and I've never stopped thinking about it like every hour of every day. So I just, naturally got a lot better because of that. So, I don't know. I think people probably see that in me. A lot of my clients like appreciate like my passion in it, I think. And I put a lot of thought into every tattoo I do, because it is my art form. Even though it's going on your body, like, I still treat it as if it's like, my art, so I put a lot of thought into every tattoo. I think that's just the biggest thing, is you have to be super passionate about what you do, and people will gravitate towards that, and they'll want to work with you.
Yeah, 100%. That's amazing. And it's true. Like, I love the quote, be obsessed or be average. And when you are obsessed with something, especially your art form, it does come out, and in your success, for sure. Let's see. What struggles do you have? What struggles do you have when working with tattoo clients that you think are relatable? Do you have people like who have unrealistic expectations, or people who may argue? Do you ever have to like explain your pricing, or do you pretty much have like your dialogue set in place where it's just like, if someone doesn't see your value, they just don't?
Yeah, so unrealistic expectations for sure. With tattooing being like so popular nowadays, I feel like there's a lot of tattoos that are kind of photoshopped on the computer, to look kind of like much better than they do in real life. So I think people come in sometimes like thinking a tattoo will look like they see on the computer, which isn't always the case. Because there are a lot of people who kind of edit their photos a little bit to make them have much more contrast than is really possible on human skin.
I do that.
I
literally at times, if the sun is like glaring on me or something and you can't see my tattoos like the way that they look in real life, like I'll go in and like bring out the details of my tattoos. Like, so yeah. I think of that like as, I would never even think someone would bring a picture of my tattoo into somebody, because it's like, but that's like a whole business. Just like someone doesn't think hair. Like when you make edits,
those are edited as well. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. It's definitely good to do that. Like if the photo isn't as good as it could be, because you want the tattoo to look good, even if you don't have a good photo. But there's some people who just take it to like another level of like just pushing the contrast to where it's just unrealistic. And, that's fine. But so sometimes I have to explain that to people when they come in and show me these reference photos. And also I think people have an unrealistic expectation of how long tattoos take. Like, I don't think people really understand how long a sleeve might take. Like how long did it take to do a sleeve on you? Like how many
Well,
sessions?
both of mine still have to be like, I still have space. Like they're not done. Like I still have space. Like the back of my arms, like there's a couple spots, but we've been working on them for like 3 years now.
For years, yeah. Exactly.
It was right when Steve and I got together, because he was like, "What is wrong? Are you okay? Like you just started getting all of these tattoos. Like is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah. I've always wanted full sleeves. I always have, but like I never had the money, and I never had the right person. Do you know what I mean? I would always go to all different people, and it was right when Steve and I got together, so 4 years now, because we just had our anniversary 2 days ago, yesterday, a couple days ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh yeah, thank you. But it was literally 4 years, and they're still not done. And I sit for like 4 or 5 hours, 3 to 5 hours. I'll sit for one piece.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you, you booked like 10 appointments.
I know. You were just like, oh, okay, this girl's fine. And then remember when you changed your booking policy and you were just like, hey, like I'm not pre-booking anymore. And I was just like, are you trying to get rid of me?
I know, you like freaked out a little bit.
I'm like, why would you not pre-book appointments? All I do is teach pre-booking appointments. Why would you not pre-book them? Like literally pre-book appointments is going to be on my tombstone. So I was wondering like, why did you switch your booking like that? Did you switch it? Like, though I feel like you explained it to me a little bit, but why did you switch your booking so people can't like book right away with you?
Here's a perfect example of because of what's happening right now. Like say I had enough clients to book for a full year. I don't want to have like a full year of commitment like that. So I only book for maybe 4 or 5 months at a time. And because of that actually saved me like a lot of struggle during this time, because I can't go to work right now because of the quarantine. So I took, all of what are we in April? I took all of April off, some of March. I can't go back to work until June maybe. So I'm gonna have to reschedule all these people that I had booked already. So if I had like a full year of booking, I mean, I'd be kind of screwed a little bit because I wouldn't know where to book these people. But, because I cut my booking off in June, I can reschedule all of them, for the rest of the year. And it saves me some struggle because just having a year's worth of booking is it's just a lot of commitment and responsibility, honestly. So when something like this happens, or if I got sick, or if I want to take a vacation or anything like that, it's just easier to manage like this.
Yeah, that inspires me because I know that a lot of the time we want to have systems and structure, but another thing that people want a lot is freedom and flexibility. And it's just kind of finding the balance of both. And I feel like you build demand so well. And I don't see you ever having any challenges booking or in your business. I love it. I love the way you have it set up.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel super lucky that there's this many people that want to get tattooed by me.
Yeah. And not to mention the guest experience is amazing because I go there, I sit there, and we just watch The Office.
Yeah.
Or chill. Like we probably got through the whole series at least.
I'm sure, at least, yeah. Yeah.
That was like when I knew. You're like, what do you want to watch on Netflix? And I was just like, can we watch The Office? And you're just like, I love The Office. And we're like,
I love The Office, yeah. That's the go-to for every client.
We still have to do my office piece. I just don't know what to do. And I'm thinking this like little spot right here.
For what, Dwight?
I think we should do Dwight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to do prison Mike, but I don't want to be a biter.
It's okay. You could bite it. I would love to tattoo it.
Yeah, because Mike actually has Prison Mike tattoo, and I really like Prison Mike is my favorite Mike.
It's so funny.
I love it. All right, here's a question for you because people ask like, do you feel like you're successful? But I want to start by saying, what's your definition of success? Like, what's your definition of being like, really like content, fulfilled, and happy with your career? Like what has to happen for you to feel that way?
I mean, I feel successful. I mean, I don't feel like I have a job, honestly. So that's success to me. Like, I feel like I haven't worked in years because I love tattooing. So, Yeah, I mean, I would say that's the definition of success is I don't work. I don't work. I don't work hard.
That's the perfect answer.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I love my work.
That's like the best.
Yeah, I mean, I could go to work. I could go to the shop and work for 12 hours and it won't even stress me out. I won't even feel like I did work, you know, just because I love it. And I think the most important thing is like, I feel, like really satisfied when I come home, you know, like I feel like I did something good, something I could be proud of. And like, it's super important for me to get better every day. So like, if I wake up and I want to be better that day and I go to work, like I feel like an athlete going to like the game or something, like, you know, like, so, you know, I go and I try to do the best I can and like I get hyped up and yeah, I try to do the best tattoo I could. And if I come home and it's like better than the one the day before, then like I'm super satisfied and yeah, I'm happy living like that.
I love it. You're so awesome, Mike.
Thanks, Gina.
All right, here's one more question for you. What are you doing now during the quarantine to pass time?
So for quarantine, I completely shifted my focus to painting. I love painting. I don't get to do it a lot because of tattooing. Tattooing takes up like totally all my time, all day, all night of drawing and designing tattoos. So since I got this time off, I like completely switched my focus to painting. I haven't done anything tattoo related at all. And it feels good, you know. I feel like I've made some leaps in oil painting, which I'm really happy about. You know, being an artist is really important to being a tattoo artist as well. So I think if I make leaps in painting, then those leaps will translate over to tattooing as well. So, you know, I can't wait to go back to work and see if I'm like a better artist, you know.
Can I book now? Violate your policy for me, please.
Yeah. You can hit me up after.
Oh, I love it. How many clients do you see a day?
Just one. I usually just do one client a day, and they're usually getting a big piece. So I usually tattoo them for around 6 hours, give or take. Sometimes I'll do a nighttime appointment as well, but those get a little exhausting. So those are like, you know, maybe a couple times a week. But yeah, usually one client a day. And, you know, I spend a lot of time with the client, making sure they like the design, making sure it fits their body really well. And yeah, so one client a day is good for me just because I like to put all my focus just into that piece for the day.
That's really cool. It seems like your business is very easygoing. Like it's just very like simple, artistic, like not too complicated. And like, it just seems like it just works.
Yeah. I mean, I want to make the client happy, so I don't want to be in any kind of rush. And I want my tattoo to be like pretty big and detailed. So I definitely don't want to rush the client out the door. So if I have another client coming in, then it's kind of a bit of a rush, you know?
Yeah, it's too stressful.
Yeah. So I just want to be relaxed and just put all my focus into that day.
What else do you do in your spare time?
I don't know. Nothing really.
All you do is tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, like work out maybe, go running. But yeah, if I'm not tattooing, then I'm home drawing for the tattoo the next day. Right when I wake up, I'm drawing for the tattoo that day. Like, I don't know. It never really stops.
These are why my tattoos are so good. And remember when you were doing the snake and you were like, remember we didn't talk for like an hour and you're like, sorry, I'm like so zoned in on this snake. And I was like, it's good. I was like, it's good. And then like we got up, took a break and I looked at the snake. I about started crying. It was so cute.
So yeah.
He's so cute.
Can I see it?
Yeah. This one.
Sweet. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I'm pumped on that one.
I like looked at it and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, I enjoy it though. You know, I want the tattoo to be like impressive, so I'll stay up all night drawing it. You know, and making sure it fits your body really good and everything. And I enjoy it, so it's doesn't feel like hard work or anything to me.
Yeah, I love them. My tattoos changed my life because I always wanted tattoos because I love to stand out, and I always had crazy hair because I love to stand out. It's just like how I express myself. And I remember like just look when we finished like the front side of both my arms, I like looked in the mirror and I was just like, this is like who I envision myself being. Like when
you told me that last time.
This is like who I like when I picture myself, like this is what I picture. So it like just helps me with my confidence so much. And you know, I know that it's like it's a tattoo to some people, and to some people it's just hair, but the way it makes people feel is huge and life-changing. So thank you so much for my tattoo.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you're happy with them.
Yeah, I'm so happy with them. And I'm trying to think of other questions to ask you. You just inspire me so much to like make my business more simple. Like just, I feel like sometimes I even complicate things just to be like the most prepared, but it's like, how do you want to feel? And just, you know, how can I make my business more simple and more serving of me?
Yeah, I mean, I think the more you could strip away the unnecessary, the better you'll be, you know? I mean, that's just part of growing and learning your craft, you know, and your business as well. You know, strip away the unnecessary and only take what works, you know? And that's how you get the best results.
I love it. Are you still meditating?
I fell off a little bit.
During quarantine?
Yeah, I did. It's ironic because I have more time than ever now, but I need to get back on it.
See, I've been meditating. Last time we talked, I fell off. And during quarantine, I've been meditating twice a day with these guided ones. They're so freaking good. They're really intense. I'll send you one, but they're different.
Yeah. How long you been doing them? Like how long are they each session?
There's a bunch of different ones, but the ones that my sweet spot is like 32 minutes. And I know that's really long,
wow.
But because they're guided, it goes by way faster. But I get like, because I swear, like, because I'll do my TM with it. So when I'm doing my mantra, I'm like already like there. And then the guided meditation, the affirmations and the things that he says, I feel like are like compound like into my brain. I'm like brainwashing myself into like being healthier, loving myself more, taking better care of myself. And I swear I'm like letting go of so much stress. And that's why I'm losing weight. And people are always like, how are you getting so skinny? I'm like, it's because I'm not so stressed out.
Yeah. Wow.
And
yeah.
The meditation helps, but I think because I use my TM and my mantra and I get to that space, and then the words with the guided, like if you have the right ones that like really like resonate with you, it's very powerful. I'm going to send them to you because you do TM. So this will be good. And then you got to
I do. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. That's something people don't think about a lot is like stress reduction is like so important in your overall health. And, yeah, you know, cutting out the bad stuff out of your life is really important, and also meditating every day is really important. I fell off, but I need to get back on because like meditating was like one of the best like performance enhancing drugs you could say like ever. Like
100%.
Yeah, like I'm like when I'm meditating consistently, like 2 times a day, 20 minutes a day. Like that's when I'm at my best. That's when I work the best. I'm the most focused. It just makes you the best version of yourself, really.
It really does. And it just helps. Like I always describe meditating, like imagine you have your desk and you have papers and shit everywhere. Like after you meditate, imagine everything being filed in order of importance.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for me, it always helps me like get my brain into like, just like, or like it just centers me.
Yeah, it just makes life easier, really. Like it makes like the things you're supposed to be doing, like going to the gym and eating healthier and like doing your work and all that, it just makes it feel like more natural.
Yeah.
If you're meditating consistently, all that stuff just like comes naturally, I feel like.
It does, because it helps you let go of and clear your mind of all the unnecessary chatter that's there. You just
definitely. Yeah, it stops, your mind stops holding you back, and you kind of just, you know, do what you're supposed to do.
I love it. Now, where can we find you? Where are you working? How can somebody book you if they are wanting to get blessed?
Yeah, so I work in Oakville, Connecticut at Lost Art Gallery. If you want to find my work, just go to my Instagram at Mike Surprise, and you could contact me via email or call the shop. Right now, I'm not taking any appointments just because I don't know what the hell is going on with this quarantine. So like I have a ton of rescheduling to do once this is over. But I don't know. I'm going to post everything on Instagram once like everything gets back in order, like all updates on booking and everything. But right now I got a ton of rescheduling to do.
Yeah, guys, if you notice, Mike, like the rest of the entire world, we're all in the same boat. We don't know when we're rescheduling, but if you want to find Mike, follow him at Mike Surprise. He's one of the most amazing artists I know. I hope that you guys follow him, and if you ever have the chance to meet him, I hope that you can. Thank you so much, Mike, for joining me and being interviewed on my podcast and just sharing about your amazing business, and thanks for all my tattoos.
For sure. Thank you, Gina.
All right, you guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening to the Gina Bianca podcast.